누군가 날 알아보면 왜 웃냐고 물어보면 대답을 해줄 수가 없는 게 너무 싫었어. 태양을 피하고 싶어서 아무리 달려봐도.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing today? It's Gina again, reporting from Korea about curfew. Curfew. You see how my man Rain was running at the beginning of the video? That's how we were because we missed curfew. Now I'm about to get into the story about curfew, so listen up close about how if you miss curfew, you will be screwed, and not in a good way. I don't even want to talk about it because it was just so scarring. It was just like, oh, look here. At my college, back in America, I go to Cornell College. And at Cornell College, we do have like a curfew thing, and it's at 11 p.m. Like, they lock all the dorm doors. Like, during the day, you can go in and out of any dorm you want. But, like, at 11 p.m., you can only get into your dorm unless you have your key, which is decent. So like if it's like 1, 2, 3 a.m. I'm studying somewhere else in someone's room and I want to get back into my room, I can't. Because why? I have my key. And even if I don't have my key, I can call campus security to let me in. Boom! Now, in Korea, it's quite different. Our curfew is midnight, so we get an extra hour. Woo! But you get to that door at 12:01. You outside. You stay outside until 5 a.m. the next morning when the guard opens the door. Now, let me get into the story. We have a buddy group here. Well, they call it the buddy group, or some young buddy group or whatever. And it's a group of girls. They are like our mentors. And as a group, they try to get together and decide like what would be cool for us to do as a group, to introduce us to Korean culture so that we can have fun, we can get out of our dorm rooms, you know. And this one night, they decided, this was like the first or second week I was here, they were like, let's take them all out to a club so they can experience nightlife. And we were like, woo, party nightlife. And me, my roommate, and some other friends that we made here, we had just experienced an African party the other night, which was awesome. Awesome. And we're gonna, I'm going to have a video about that later down the road. I'm trying to focus on curfew now. Oh, by the way, I will not tell the whole story because I'm trying to save some of this story for the nightlife video that I need to make. I'm just gonna focus on curfew. We're all hyped up. We're like, yeah, we're going to a Korean club. Woo! Woo! And then we get there, and it was kind of weak. Well, to me, like, because like I like techno music. Don't get me wrong, I like all kind of music, but I'm that weird person where techno music makes me sleepy. So, you know, I'll just be like douche, 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 and then next thing you know, like I can't do techno music for a long time because the constant sound of the douche, 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 like makes me like so. We get there. What was it, like 10 o'clock or whatever? No, it was like 9ish, 10ish, and you know, it was okay. You know, it cost us $10 to get in. That wasn't cool, but they gave us a free drink, so it was kind of like we paid $10 for a drink. Everything was okay until around 1 or 2, I was getting tired of it because some stuff was going down at the club I wasn't cool with, and I was like, okay, Gina wants to leave. Gina doesn't like staying at places that she doesn't want to stay at. Gina is now leaving. So I went to the buddies to tell them, hey, I'm leaving because I'm tired. I just said I was tired. And, which was the truth, I was tired and I wanted to go home and sleep. And they were like, oh, okay, well, I don't know. I'm like, what are you talking about? You don't know. They're like, oh, well, you have curfew. And I'm like, yeah, but I can still get back in the building, right? And they were like, no. And I was like, no? What do you mean, no? Can't get back in the... And then I was thinking to myself, these girls knew that I had curfew, and they still let me stay out past my curfew, thinking that I'm gonna party at this club until 5 a.m. I was beyond pissed. So I was like, well, you know what? Maybe someone will let me in. Maybe the door won't really be locked. And as I was getting my purse, my roommate and this other girl that lives down the hall from us, I won't. Well, I'll just say Sarah. Yeah. And Ryan, trusty Ryan, came with us. Came with me. Because they were like, oh, well, we don't want her to go by herself. Like, you know, she's in another country, and we don't want anything to happen to her. I'm good. Nobody gonna bother me. Got a little meat on me. Nobody ain't gonna bother me. But anyway, and then before we left, they were like, oh, it's very hard to catch a taxi at this time of night. And I was like, you knew all this, and you still let us come. Let me stop because I'm gonna get upset again. Cause like I know their hearts were in a good place, and I know they were like, "Yay, party! We're gonna let them experience fun things in Korea," but they let me miss curfew. That was not cool, man. So this is what happened after we left after we left the club. So it's raining. Of course, it has to rain, right, to add to the drama of the story. And we didn't bring our umbrella, so we had to go to the umbrella man down the street and buy an umbrella. Thank God he was there. And then we tried to catch a taxi, and of course, all the taxis were speeding past us. You know, like some taxis here, they don't want to pick you up because you're a foreigner, and they're like, we don't want to even bother with trying to speak English, you know, or trying to figure out what you're saying. We're just gonna pass you. That's what they do sometimes. So we're there waiting maybe 10, 20 minutes for a taxi. We finally get one. We're like, woo! Going back to some young. Yes! And then we get to the dorm, and I punch in the code, and I'm like, boom, 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 boom. Like, it's not opening. It's like, and I'm like shaking it, like, no, please, let me in. Because it's raining, it's cold, and by the time we got there, it was like 2:30, 3 o'clock ish. I think it was like 2:30. Now I'm starting to forget what time it was. But anyway, we were like, no way. No way. But then we remembered, wait, the library is open 24 hours. We'll be fine. So all four of us, we walk over to the library, me, Sarah, Angela, my roommate, and Ryan. Remember, he's male because that's important for the next part of the story. We go in there, and the guard is like saying this stuff to us, and we just kind of try to figure out what he's saying. We thought maybe he was trying to explain to us how to get in the building. So we swiped our little cards to get in the building. The us three girls, we go first. Then Ryan swipes his, and it doesn't work. And we're like, okay. Then after a couple of times it works, but then the guard comes up to him like, Anyo, ande, and we're like, what's going on here? The guard was basically saying that because Ryan is a male and was born with the Y chromosome, we'll put it that way, he is not allowed in the building at certain hours. And we were like, whoa, because we were definitely about to take a nice little library nap in the basement and at least just keep warm, but because they didn't let Ryan in, we were just like, you know what, we came as a group, we're gonna leave as a group. So we went back out into the cold rain, and we like found some little dark corner on campus that had some shelter or something, and we just stayed there for like 2 hours. We were so sad. We were just like, oh my god, we are not standing in the cold right now. Somebody could like kill us or something, and then we'll be like dead. And then we were just like, well, let's try to find a hotel to stay at or something for a couple of hours or something. But we don't have cell phones, and our smartphones don't work here. I have an episode about cell phones here too. Not allowed to get a cell phone for 4 weeks. Really? Anyway, I'm talking a lot. Long story short, 4:30 comes around, and we just like, well, let's head back over to the dorm. And we walk back up the hill. Thank God that the dorm security guard opened the door like 30 minutes early for us. We were just like, yes. But Ryan actually lives in the dorm down the street from us, so we knew that our dorm was open, so we wanted to check and make sure his dorm was open too. And his was still locked. But Ryan was like, no, it's okay, I'll be fine, just go ahead. And we were like, okay, Ryan, when you get in, Facebook us so we know that you're not dead, okay? And he was like, okay. And he went on. So, well, he lived, just to let you know. Yeah, so we go in, and we are just so happy that we have shelter. I was never been that happy to be in somewhere. Oh, okay. So that is my story on curfew. Moral of the story is, do not miss curfew in South Korea. If you miss curfew, you are locked out unless someone can open the door for you, okay? If you have no one to open the door for you, you are screwed, okay? You are screwed. We'll spell it out for you. Screwed. Alright. That is today's episode on curfew. Sorry if I seem like an angry black woman at the moment, cause just thinking of the curfew, I get so upset. So, alright, I'll talk to y'all later. I'll update y'all on something else, maybe nightlife or something in the next video. I need to go take a nap. Time to take a nap. Ain't that right, Teddy? Nap. Okay, yeah. Alright, so we'll see. Me and Teddy will see y'all later. Bye. Annyeong. Annyeong.
So baby, don't cry. So baby, don't cry.